6 subtle signs she's into you. Old Stoic wisdom. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. Aristotle. Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever noticed how women communicate their feelings without saying a word? Attraction isn't just about the obvious signs. In fact, it's often the subtle cues that reveal the depth of her interest. These unspoken signals are often overlooked, but with a clear, stoic mindset, you can decode them like never before. As men, we often chase validation or misread the cues women give us. But a stoic man doesn't chase. He observes. He doesn't need to guess or seek reassurance. He reads the situation with clarity and acts with intent. Now let me ask you, have you ever experienced that push and pull dynamic with a woman? One moment she's close, the next she's distant. This kind of back and forth may seem confusing, but it's not a random game. It's a subtle, emotional language women use to signal their interest. And by understanding it, you can step away from confusion and into wisdom. In this video, I'm going to reveal 6 signs she's into you. Signs that go beyond physical attraction and touch on deeper emotional and psychological cues. These are rooted in real human behavior, not some gimmicks or tricks. These signals will tell you exactly how she feels about you long before she speaks a word. Why is this important? Because when you understand these signs, you're not just improving your chances with women, you're sharpening your emotional intelligence. You move from confusion to understanding, from reaction to control. A stoic man is never desperate for approval. He knows his worth, and he observes the truth in others without interference. By learning how to read these signs, you stop acting out of fear or uncertainty. Instead, you act with confidence, respect, and emotional maturity, leading to stronger, healthier connections. The Stoic approach allows you to build relationships on trust and genuine respect, not wishful thinking or false hope. This kind of emotional clarity isn't just an edge in relationships, it brings peace of mind. The Stoic man doesn't play games, he simply observes and sees the truth. So stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll understand how to read the subtle cues she's giving you. You'll have the power to understand her without words, unlocking a deeper connection than you've ever known. Understanding the psychology of attraction. Why are women drawn to certain traits or behaviors? The answer lies in evolutionary psychology. Women have been biologically programmed to seek qualities that suggest strength, stability, and emotional security. This isn't about the physical, it's about what makes a man truly strong. Traits like confidence, attentiveness, and the ability to create a safe emotional environment. These are the traits that catch her attention and keep her interested. While men may often be swayed by physical appearance, women are far more influenced by emotional and psychological triggers. They aren't looking at what car you drive or what brand of watch you wear. What matters is how you make them feel. When a woman feels seen, heard, and understood, it activates a profound emotional connection that goes beyond superficial attraction. She is drawn to how you make her feel safe, valued, and emotionally fulfilled. But here's the challenge. Attraction isn't always obvious. Women often communicate their feelings through subtle actions, those tiny, almost imperceptible gestures. Missing these signs can lead to misunderstandings and missed opportunities. That's why learning to recognize these cues is essential. When you can identify the difference between friendly behavior and genuine attraction, you're empowered to respond appropriately without overstepping or misreading the situation. Remember, it's all about patterns. One sign on its own may not mean much, but when you begin to see a series of consistent behaviors, you know you're dealing with something deeper. With this knowledge, you'll be able to move forward with confidence, knowing that what you're reading is the truth. And trust me, when you learn to read between the lines, you'll find that emotional connection becomes not only possible, but effortless. Sign 1. Prioritizing time with you. When a woman truly cares about you, one of the most telling signs is how she prioritizes time with you. In a world where everyone is busy and time seems to slip away, If she makes a consistent effort to carve out moments for you, it's a clear indication that she values you deeply. It might not always come in the form of grand gestures or lavish dates, but even the simplest acts, like inviting you for a casual coffee, suggesting a weekend getaway, or taking a few minutes from her hectic day just to check in, speak volumes. In today's fast-paced society, time has become one of the most precious commodities, and when she chooses to spend some of hers with you, it's a sign that she sees something special in you. The effort she puts into this isn't just a reflection of her interest. It shows a deeper connection, a sense of care and emotional investment that goes beyond the surface. As Stoics understand well, time is finite, and how we choose to spend it says a lot about our priorities and what we hold dear. So, when she makes the choice to spend her time with you, it's more than just a casual hangout. It's a meaningful gesture that places you in a position of importance in her life. But why is this so significant? It's not just about spending time together, it's about the intention behind it. In a world full of distractions and competing demands, her decision to prioritize you is an intentional act of affection. She's not merely fitting you in between her other obligations, she's actively making space for you, signaling that you matter. So how do you respond to such a powerful signal of affection? The best way to acknowledge her efforts is with a simple, heartfelt expression of gratitude. Saying something like, "Thank you for making time for me," acknowledges the thought and care she has put into the relationship. However, it's not enough just to express gratitude. The real key to deepening the connection is to reciprocate. Be fully present when you're together and show that you value her time as much as she values yours. By matching her effort and demonstrating that you're just as willing to prioritize her, you create an environment where both of you can grow closer, nurturing a stronger, more meaningful bond. In today's world, where distractions are constant and genuine moments of connection can be rare, a woman's willingness to make time for you isn't just a sweet gesture. It's a powerful signal of her emotional investment and genuine interest in building something special. So, don't take this sign for granted. Instead, embrace it, appreciate it, and reciprocate it, allowing both of you to foster a deeper, more enriching relationship. Sign 2. Playful teasing or flirting. This is where the dance of attraction becomes both subtle and entertaining. When a woman begins to make light-hearted jokes, challenges you in a playful way, or mock argues over something like who makes the better coffee or which movie is overrated, she's not just being funny, she's signalling interest. This isn't just random humour, it's calculated charm. You've sparked her curiosity, and now she's testing the waters with wit. According to Stoic wisdom, emotions and desires often reveal themselves in action, not just words. Think of Marcus Aurelius's teaching. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When a woman feels safe around you, her playful side emerges naturally, because safety breeds freedom. Flirting, in this sense, becomes an emotional handshake. She's opening a door to see if you'll walk through it confidently. From a psychological perspective, teasing breaks down walls. It fast-tracks rapport, and it reveals whether you can handle tension with grace. Here's the key. Respond with the same energy, but avoid turning it into a verbal sparring match. You're not in a competition to outwit her. You're building a connection. If she pokes fun at your haircut or your choice of drink, don't act insulted. Instead, smile and play along. Maybe tease her back about how she takes 100 selfies before choosing one. Just make sure the tone stays light, not cutting. Remember the wisdom of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Don't get defensive, and don't overanalyze. Stoic men stay grounded. This is your moment to show your emotional strength and confidence, wrapped in humour. Real-life application. Next time you catch her teasing you, recognize it for what it is, a sign of connection. Let your charisma shine by staying calm, clever, and in control. Life is a conversation, not a courtroom. The best relationships begin with laughter and ease, not pressure and performance. If this reminds you of a moment where teasing turned into something more, share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how you handled it. And if you're still learning the rhythm of this playful back and forth, don't worry, like any good dance, it gets better with practice. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit from these insights. Comment to remember. I am confident and grounded in my interactions. Sign 3. Genuine eye contact. One of the most quietly powerful signs a woman is truly into you lies not in her words, but in her eyes. It's ancient, it's primal, and it speaks volumes. When a woman holds your gaze just a moment longer than what's considered casual, that pause, so subtle it could be missed by the untrained eye, carries a weight of unspoken feeling. This isn't just a glance, it's a look that lingers, deliberate and full of intent. Her pupils may dilate slightly, her expression softens, and there's a sense of warmth as if she's letting down a guarded part of herself. This is not about seduction, it's about connection. Eye contact, as the Stoics would recognize, is a mirror of the soul. As Epictetus once said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. But in moments of silence, the eyes do all the listening and all the speaking. In those seconds of prolonged eye contact, she's silently saying, I see you. I acknowledge your presence. I want you to notice me too. In this age of distractions and performative gestures, such unfiltered connection is rare and meaningful. It shows vulnerability, trust, and a willingness to be seen. That kind of moment is where old wisdom meets modern understanding. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. When her thoughts are drawn to you, her eyes will reflect it, if you are present enough to notice. And that's the challenge, to be present, not lost in desire, not distracted by insecurity, but anchored in your own quiet confidence. So when you sense this happening, meet her gaze, not with arrogance or neediness, but with composed awareness. Let your eyes speak back, calm and assured. Add a small, real smile, not forced, to show you are engaged, and you're not afraid of intimacy. It's a dance of energy, not domination. It's respect, gentle, mutual. Just as the Stoics taught us to master ourselves before trying to understand others, you must first observe without rushing, without overthinking. Be still, and the signs will reveal themselves. Now ask yourself, have you ever experienced this kind of gaze from a woman? Did you notice it or dismiss it? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might be the very thing another man needs to hear to recognize his own moment. Sign 4. Subtle touches. Subtle touches are gestures so quiet it could be missed, yet when you know how to see it, it speaks volumes. For the Stoic man, calm, observant, and grounded, this is one of the oldest, yet most profound signs that a woman is into you. Picture this. You're deep in conversation, and as you speak, her fingers briefly graze yours. Or perhaps she leans in a bit closer and touches your arm to emphasize her words. Maybe her hand lingers just a moment longer on your shoulder when she laughs at your joke. These are not random acts. They're intentional cues cloaked in subtlety. They are soft invitations into her world. While the modern world moves fast, touch remains timeless. It's primal. It's how humans communicated long before words were formed. Psychologically, it is one of the earliest ways we form trust and connection. For women, especially those who move through life aware of emotional cues, subtle touches can signal both comfort and curiosity. It's her way of closing the distance, testing the water to see if you'll meet her halfway. These touches are rarely accidental. They're like whispers from her soul, hinting at a desire for closeness without the pressure of declaring it outright. In our modern age where everything is digital, from text messages to emojis, physical touch stands out more than ever. It's rare, it's real, and it's risky, and that's why it matters. A man who practices Stoic wisdom doesn't just react. He observes, reflects, and chooses his response with grace. So what should you do when you notice these cues? You don't rush in, nor do you pull away. You stay centered. Reciprocate in kind, not in excess. If she brushes your arm, a gentle touch in return, perhaps when you're making a point or guiding her through a door, can say, "I see you, and I respect this moment." Don't overanalyze. Don't fall into the trap of questioning every move. That's not what the Stoic does. Instead, be present. Let the energy unfold naturally. Trust your gut, but more importantly, trust your self-control, because how you handle these small moments tells her everything about who you are. In a world of loud gestures and shallow signals, it's in the quiet, intentional touches that true attraction often begins. Let it build not with force, but with presence. Stay grounded, stay wise, and remember, when a woman opens that door, even slightly, it's your stillness, not your speed, that will invite her to keep stepping closer. If you found this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Comment to remember. In the quiet, intentional touches, true attraction begins. Sign 5. Active listening and engaged responses. A woman who is truly into you doesn't just hear your words. She feels them. She leans in, not because she's cold, but because your presence draws her like warmth in winter. Her eyes don't wander. Her attention doesn't drift. She nods. She mirrors your gestures. She laughs, not out of politeness, but because something inside her wants to connect. That is no accident. That's psychology in action. The ancient Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts." When a woman listens with full presence, she's letting your thoughts colour her world, if only for a moment. That's powerful. That's not random. That's not casual. And in this modern world where people scroll more than they speak, undivided attention is the rarest form of intimacy. She's not just responding, she's engaged. And that, my friend, is your signal, your cue, your moment. But here's the test. Will you rise to it or fade? A true Stoic doesn't chase. He attracts through presence, not performance. You don't need to overtalk. You don't need to impress. You need to listen back, fully, deeply, intentionally. Look her in the eyes. Match her energy. Don't drift. Don't default to small talk. Ask questions that reveal soul, not surface. What drives you? What's something you believe deeply but rarely say? That's where real connection lives. And that's where attraction flourishes, not in tricks, but in truth, in your ability to remain rooted while the world spins around you. This is not about pretending to be interested. This is about being interested. Because a woman who feels heard is a woman who opens up. You don't unlock the heart by force, you unlock it with focus. Remember this, attention is the currency of connection. She invests it in you. That means something. Don't fumble it. Respond like a king who recognizes value when it's offered. If you've seen this in your life, comment below, "I now see the signs clearly." And if this hit home, if it sparked something inside you, don't just scroll. Like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to this channel, Stoicism Win, because this journey is just beginning. You're not just here to understand women, you're here to master yourself. Sign 6. Mirroring your body language. When a woman begins to mirror your body language, it is one of the most subtle yet powerful signs that she is drawn to you. This isn't something she consciously decides to do. It's a natural, subconscious response that signals connection. She mirrors your movements, your posture, gestures, and even your tone of voice. You lean in, and she leans in. You cross your arms, and she may follow suit. This mirroring behavior creates a feeling of synchronization, a silent bond that speaks louder than words. It's a clear psychological signal that she is comfortable with you, emotionally aligned with you. The Stoics taught us the importance of unity, mind, and action in perfect harmony. In relationships, this unity fosters trust, understanding, and attraction. When two people naturally align in their actions without effort, it's a sign of deep rapport, one that transcends verbal communication. This mirror effect speaks of something far more meaningful, a connection that flows effortlessly between you, built on unspoken understanding. The ancient philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Similarly, the richness of connection doesn't lie in grand gestures or words. It lies in the subtle, natural synchrony between two people who resonate on the same wavelength. And when a woman mirrors you, it's an unspoken confirmation that there's something deeper at play, something worth exploring. Now, what should you do when you notice this? First, understand that this is a positive signal of mutual interest. There is no need to overanalyze it or feel uncertain. Relax. Stay present. Acknowledge the connection with calm, grounded confidence. Don't pull away. Don't second guess. Instead, lean in. Match her energy, but do so with poise. The simple act of mirroring your energy back to her is a powerful form of silent communication, one that strengthens your bond. In a world full of distractions, the chance to experience a true connection like this is rare. These moments of alignment, when two people's actions flow together without thought, are a gift. They reveal how deeply she values your presence and the emotional space you're creating together. So don't hesitate. When you see her mirroring your movements, take it as a sign that you're building something special. Lean into it. Be the man who is comfortable with connection, confident in his presence, and ready to take charge of the opportunity before him. As the great Stoic Marcus Aurelius advised, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Think of this moment as an opportunity to foster a strong, lasting connection. Don't miss out. It's a moment that requires no words but speaks volumes, and it's your chance to show up as the confident man who knows exactly how to read the signs and act with purpose. Be the one who steps into that space with strength, knowing that every small gesture counts and that every move you make shapes the connection you are forging. Common misinterpretations. In the complex realm of human connection, we often find ourselves overanalyzing the subtle cues that women send us. But let me give you a word of caution. Not every action should be viewed as a sign of attraction. A simple smile, a quick compliment, or a brief response might simply reflect politeness, not romantic interest. Remember, context is everything. One behavior on its own doesn't define the story. It's the combination of actions that tells the true narrative. For instance, a smile paired with prolonged eye contact and a genuine, engaging conversation speaks volumes, while a casual smile alone might just be a friendly gesture. The key here is not to overanalyze every single action, as it can easily lead to unnecessary anxiety. Stoics taught us to master our thoughts and emotions, not let them rule us. So if you're unsure about her intentions, take a bold step forward and simply ask, "I feel like we get along really well. What do you think?" This opens the door for clarity without pressure. How to respond when you notice these signs? Confidence is your best ally. When you spot these signs, don't hesitate or second-guess yourself. Let your authentic self shine through. Be self-assured without arrogance. When the moment feels right, take the next step. Ask her out, suggest an activity, or simply express your interest in a respectful, straightforward way. To recap, the 5 secret signs a woman is attracted to you are: genuine eye contact, subtle touches, active listening, playful teasing, prioritizing time with you. These behaviors are subtle but powerful. Recognizing them can transform how you approach relationships. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more lessons like these. Stoic wisdom is all about applying timeless principles to our modern lives, and we're here to walk that path together. So if you haven't already, join our community by subscribing and become part of a group of like-minded individuals focused on personal growth and strength. And before you go, I want to hear from you. If there's anything you'd like to discuss, or if you have any feedback or questions about today's content, don't hesitate to drop a comment below. Your thoughts and opinions are what make this space even better, and I always look forward to hearing from you. Remember, A true Stoic man remains steady in his thoughts, emotions, and actions, no matter what life throws at him. It's all about finding peace within yourself and staying grounded in your values. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and always remember, you were the prize all along. Keep living with purpose and continue embodying the wisdom of the Stoics in your daily life.